Hello everyone. Today, I'll give a general introduction to scale model helicopters. This is the 500 class scale model helicopter, Black Hawk series. This PMP version is currently around $1,400. If you already have a remote control battery and charger, that's basically the price. If you don't have these, then you'll need to buy them. PMP does not include the remote control, battery, or charger. So, people might ask, why is this plane so expensive? Let me explain a bit. First, the fuselage. Some of you may have seen it online. This fuselage alone costs around $600. Of course, it's just the fuselage. It doesn't include any internal components, mechanical or electronic parts. 4 rotors and the rotor head. The electronics and flight control system are not included if we consider the cost of the plane, including all parts. The total is around $1,250 to $1,280. The rest is for manual calibration. That's the reason for the price. Some may ask more basic questions, like how high or how far this plane can fly. How long can it fly? First, the flight time depends on its battery life. This 4-rotor Black Hawk model, it's around 15 minutes. As for how high and far it can go, that depends on the remote control's range. The remote signal is generally within 1,000 meters. This is all determined by the remote control signal. If you think that's too close, you can switch to a high-power transmitter or a high-frequency receiver. Others may ask, why such an expensive plane uses nylon gears instead of metal gears? That's a basic question. This RC helicopter, you can take a look, has a metal motor, since this part is modified. This brass gear here is a custom part, so why not use metal gears? They have higher resistance and make more noise. The plane uses nylon as a breakable part. If it breaks, it's easily replaceable. Just replace it. If the metal one breaks, it's a tough break. It's strength against strength. Some planes do use metal gears, but most of them, as you may know, RC helicopters mainly use nylon gears. That's a basic introduction. Many people don't quite understand and think this is cheap. It's not a toy-grade model. It's an RC model. It's not exactly a drone either, although it has flight control. Operating it is as easy as a DJI drone, but it's still different from a drone. It's part of the RC model series. What else do people ask? Can it take photos or launch missiles? As for photos, I have a good suggestion. FPV. There's a realistic cockpit here. You can install a camera yourself and play with FPV from a first-person perspective. Fly the plane from the cockpit's view. I have friends who do this, and for missile launching, you can DI a missile, attack a firecracker, or something like a firework, and modify it yourself. There are parts available online. This can all be done. This is the Black Hawk helicopter series. There are 6 in total. Its Black Hawk fuselage includes lights, the cockpit, and missile mounts. The fuselages you see online don't have the internal components, like the rotor head, including the frame, motors, servos, receiver, AS key, gears are all not included. The high price is due to these components. When you buy the full set, It's simply expensive, if you think about it this way, compared to giant drones, like the Mavic series. Why can the Mavic series sell for $1,500? A plastic shell drone. It's the same logic. This plane is even more complex. Take a look at its linkages. Helicopters are different from multirotors. It has positive and negative pitch. This is variable pitch. Even the tail rotor. Look at this structure. This is a 4-rotor. All of these are variable pitch. It's much more complex than a drone. That's the basic introduction. Here's a family photo. Thank you for watching.